Meantime, another earnings mover, Chipotle. It's under pressure after reporting a mixed quarter moments ago, beating on earnings, missing on revenue, also a little light on same-store sales. Joining us now for a first on CNBC interview is Chipotle Interim CEO Scott Boatwright, along with our own Kate Rogers. Kate.
Morgan, thanks so much. And Scott, thank you for joining us. Great to have you.
Wonderful to be here, Kate. Thanks for having us on this afternoon.
I want to kick it off with the consumer. Can you talk us through what you saw this quarter with income cohorts? Are you still seeing gains across all levels of the consumer as we've seen in previous quarters?
You know, it's a great question. I think the consumer for us has been extraordinarily resilient over the past several months, and we're still seeing growth from all income cohorts at present. You know, sales were soft coming into the quarter. We talked about that on the last earnings call. We did see a really strong acceleration throughout the quarter, and really that momentum is carrying through here in October. We feel really great about the brisket promotion. It's performing exceptionally well in market. I think it's the strength of the LTO and the product, as well as the operational execution of our restaurant teams in the field.
And Scott, you also saw traffic growth again. That's rare in this environment. You refocused on those generous portion sizes as promised last quarter, but that did weigh on costs, assuming consumers reacted well to them. But do you think the traffic growth you saw is sustainable in this economic environment, coupled with those costs for Chipotle?
You know, as I said, Morgan, that we saw an acceleration in traffic coming out of the quarter, so exiting the quarter with really strong momentum. Those gains continue here in October. We're super excited about what we're seeing, especially relative to what's happening or taking place in the rest of the industry. Does it continue? We don't have a crystal ball, but we feel really good about how we're performing today. Again, a lot of momentum in the business and feel really solid and grounded in our core strategies. We'll continue to drive great results.
Scott, it's great to have you on the show. And I know service times have been a big part of what's propelling the revenue growth for you guys, and that's meant investment in things like automation, but it's also meant investment in new positions, too. I'm wondering what you're seeing in the labor market right now, if you can get the folks that you need in your new restaurants.
You know, we continue to have hiring campaigns centered around, at Chipotle, what we call burrito season, and also at the back-to-school timeframe. We just launched a new AI tool that helps us onboard people in our restaurants at 75% of the time. That shortens the time from applicant to hire by 75%. And so that is really throttling up application flow. And we're better staffed today than we have been in many, many years. Retention is really at an all-time low, and we feel really good about where we are from an employment standpoint. I think that's on the back of what we believe to be industry-leading wages and extraordinary benefits that address both or all three of the things that we hold most true around financial, physical, and mental wellness.
And as you do step into this interim CEO position, what do investors need to know about your strategy and your vision? What stays the same? What potentially shifts? And perhaps just as curiously, given the fact that you did work so closely with Brian Niccol as he takes the reins at Starbucks, whether he can right the ship there.
You know, I have a lot of confidence in Brian and his leadership. I know he has a formidable challenge in front of him, and I know he'll do exceptionally well. I'll tell you, Brian and I spent a lot of time together over the last 6-7 years, working shoulder to shoulder, either on the business or in the business. And the core strategies that we have that have served our brand so well over the last 5-6 years are strategies that we have co-developed along with this extraordinary leadership team here at Chipotle. That said, we'll continue to lean into those strategies and ensure that we stay clearly focused on the consumer and continue to drive extraordinary value that's grounded in high-quality culinary, great ingredients at a speed and variety and abundance of which you can't get anywhere else.
And Scott, it's Kate. Quick last question here. You were a big part, obviously, of the technology pipeline at Chipotle over the last few years, and you've made some enhancements and investments in that space in recent weeks. I'm just wondering if you can kind of recap learning so far and how both AI and robotics are enhancing restaurants at Chipotle in front and back of house, and how you plan to use that playbook moving ahead.
You know, I've talked a little bit about AI and our use of AI already, Kate, but I will tell you we're continuing to look at ways we can leverage AI. One example of that is how do we take the CDP, the Consumer Data Platform, our loyalty program, as well as this idea around personalization, and layer over an AI model that drives a more bespoke experience for the consumer that will also drive attachment as well as frequency within our loyalty platform. Other innovations that we've been leaning into over the many years are in the stage gate process, and there are short-term, mid-term, and long-range innovations that we plan to put in the market that'll either drive efficiency, improve the team member experience, or improve the guest experience. One of those we're super excited about, I'll talk about on our earnings call this afternoon, is a new produce slicer, which removes a lot of the repetitive, mundane tasks of chopping and slicing in restaurant, but also improves the culinary in which we offer by improving cut sizes, which also impacts taste of food. And so that's one example of something that's short range. Long range, you've heard us talk about the augmented make line as well as our avocado machine. Those are companies that we co-invested with, and we're developing very bespoke and unique technologies that are more long range, but we know will add a ton of value in the future.
And Scott, one more question for you. Chipotle's obviously made a big comeback and turnaround from food safety issues it had years ago. Any advice for McDonald's and executives there as that company navigates its own outbreak of E. coli right now?
You know, it's a challenge, but I have a lot of confidence in McDonald's to solve the issue quickly. This never bodes well for the industry. It hurts us all. Here's what I will tell you, Kate, is we are clearly focused on food safety all throughout the supply chain, and that's from our farms directly to our consumer. I believe we have best-in-class food safety protocols today. We're going to continue to lean into those protocols to ensure we're keeping, again, our team members safe and our guests safe.